Hi everyone, this is Sandy Reese with Stampacrew.com. I'm an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator. Thanks for joining me for another video tutorial. Today I wanted to do a fun card. I love doing black and white with a pop of color or just white with a pop of color. So that's what I'm doing today. We're going to do a Slimline card. Now I know we were carrying Slimline envelopes last year. We don't have them this year, but you can, if you don't have any, you can use a legal envelope. Those are the right size. I happen to have an extra one from last year. And so this is, I think, Mint Macaron, but it's pretty close to Lost Lagoon. So that's the color I'm going to go with, just so my envelope coordinates with my card. Okay, so I'm going to use the Regal Reindeer stamp set and the reindeer dies. These are in the annual catalog along with the ribbon that I'm using. I like using things out of the annual catalog occasionally for Christmas because I'm not worried about these being sold out. And as you can see, I stuck my finger right in the ink pad right before I started videotaping. So I'm gonna have inky fingers. That's okay. All right, so we're going to start with a piece of Lost Lagoon, and this is 8.5 by 7.5, and then I scored it at 3.5 to make my Slimline card. So it's 3.5 by 8.5 is the size of my card. All right, then I'm going to grab 3 pieces of white. So I've got a long white. This one's going to go on the inside, and I will post measurements on my blog, so you can click the link below. Then I have a piece that's going to go right here, and I have a piece that's going to go down here. So we're going to do a little bit of difference. So we're going to do some stamping and embossing first. So on my front, on the top, I want some snow. So if you don't have the snow 3D embossing folder, what's it called? Snowflake Sky. That's the one I'm using. If you don't have this, if you have any type of snow or dots, or you can even stamp some snowflakes on the top, or just leave it blank. It doesn't matter. You could make a starry sky if you want. Okay, so I'm going to put this in because I want a heavier concentration. Let's see how far down I can get this. Let's see. What I might do is do it sideways because I want snow up at the top, and you can use this either way you want. All right, I'm going to go this direction. So let's grab our Stampin' Cut and Emboss machine. And because it's snow, it doesn't have to be, it's really, you know, centered. I am going to put it in this way. I usually put my fold it in first, but because my paper is longer than my embossing folder, I need to put it in sideways a little bit. And I'm not worried about this down here, but that gives me a nice snow-filled sky. Oh, had a little piece of something. So this is going to go on right here, and then this is going to cover that bottom piece, but I'm going to make a little bit of a hill, so we're just going to cut that with our scissors. Make sure we have this go in the right direction, okay? And do the top. So I just want a little bit of a hill, just like that. It doesn't have to be much, just like that. All right, so let's adhere this down. And I know some of you often wonder which side of my embossed cardstock goes up. I always like the raised side. Occasionally, on maybe wood grain or something, I might do the deboss side, but usually it's the raised side that goes up. Okay, now I'm going to pop this one up. I'm going to raise this, and I'm just looking for my, I had a whole pack of these things, and now I don't see where they went. I might have stuck them in. This is my designing week, so I'm designing for our hostess tea, for our workshops. Then we have bingo coming up at the end of the night, or at the end of the month, which is always a lot of fun. Okay. So I just put 4 dimensionals on each corner, 1 on each corner, and let's put this right here. Now, before I put that down, I forgot. I have to attach something to that, so let's do our stamping before we do any more assembling. Let's just stop right now, and we're gonna stamp. So I have die cut a stitched circle using my Stylish Shapes dies. I use these for a lot. And I'm using my Regal Reindeer stamp set. And we're going to stamp the bigger sentiment on the front with Lost Lagoon ink. And then on the inside, I'm just going to stamp the Merry Christmas. This is big enough. You could write a nice big note if you want. Or if you want, take some of these trees out of the Regal Reindeer stamp set and stamp them down here and fill it in a little bit. So you don't maybe have to write as much as you want. I'm going to put some more trees in there. I'm going to put some over here. Nice. Okay. So that's all the stamping we're going to do. Let's put away and not stick our finger in there. Okay. This is ready to go on the inside. Okay. Let's try to get that centered. Doesn't that look pretty on the inside? You could even use some Wink of Stella on those leaves if you want. Okay, now I have a piece of Lost Lagoon ribbon. I'm going to cut this in half. This piece, how long is this? This is in the annual catalog. It's about 9.5 inches approximately. But I'm going to cut it in half. And then I'm going to, let me grab some tape. And what I want to do is just kind of crisscross this over the front. Okay, I'm going to crisscross this one. So they're going to meet in the center. This would have been easier if I had done this before I put my dimensionals on, but that's okay because we're going to do one side and tape it down, and then we're going to do the other side. All right. I'm just going to tape these separately. And let's grab this one and cross this one over here. All right, I think that will work. Okay, let's go ahead and pop it up. Pretty, pretty, pretty. We can use a little Wink of Stella too, kind of right on the edge, just to give it a little glimmer. A little snow glimmer. We're going to pop this up as well. Let's just grab a couple more pieces. I don't know, when you get to the edge, sometimes that backing comes off with it. I'm just gonna put this right on here. And we can put this right here, right in the center. And then last but not least, we have this reindeer, or he looks like an elk to me, but a reindeer. And make sure all the little pieces are out. I just pre-cut that to save a little bit of time. And I'm going to put a dimensional behind his head here. And then we're going to glue his legs to the, excuse my arm. I'm going to grab my liquid glue because his legs are very thin. So we just want a little bit of liquid glue. I just want little touches just to hold the bottom of him on there. Just like that. Oh my gosh, isn't he cute? Now you can embellish this if you want, but I would just leave this. I'd leave it just like it is. If you want to put some glitter on the inside, that's great. But I just think that is so pretty, and just let the embossing shine right there. And that's it. awesome card for today. Oh, I didn't get that centered very well. Let me see if I can fix that a little now that I look at it. Let's get this centered. Oh, his legs didn't glue. That was fortunate for me. Okay, I'm going to try this again. Make sure you get that piece down. All right, let's stick his legs down now. Now we're ready to go. It wouldn't be a good video if we didn't have some issues. And then even though it's a different color, it's still close enough that this is going to coordinate. But use a legal envelope or whatever you have. Okay, thanks for joining me today. I will see you back here on Monday. And, yep, see you then. All right, bye-bye, everyone.